All right, I think we are live. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
All right. Well, everybody is finding us here in the group. If you are on live, go ahead, drop in where you are joining us from. And if you are watching the replay, obviously drop us a hashtag replay. So I'm going to pull this up in the group here. I want to make sure that, okay, I see us. Here we go. I see people starting to hop on. Perfect. I posted it a little bit differently this time, so I want to make sure everybody's finding it. Awesome. All right. Hey, Shauna, thanks for hopping on. Good morning, Molly. All right, we got Michigan, we got Seattle in the house. All right, guys, drop in where you're joining us from if you're joining us live. I see people hopping on. We got Jennifer. And I know we've got more. I just can't see all your names just yet.
Oh, I got people hopping on.
Yay, here we go. Hello from Texas.
Welcome, Amy.
All right. All right, Amy. Chelsea, good morning. Good morning. All right. Looks like everybody is popping on. Hey, Luann. Good to see you, Luann. We don't always see you live. So, well, I don't know about you, Ruth, but I am pretty excited about this. You and I have been doing a little research and confirming things that we knew, and I think we're here to deliver what everybody's looking for. What do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, we had a chat last weekend about what is the biggest problem that network marketers experience. And we got it confirmed when we posted the poll in the group yesterday. So drop us in the comments, guys, if you know what the number one problem network marketers face. Curious if you guys know what it is.
All right.
May have experienced it yourselves.
I see Marlene and Carla, Whitney.
Good morning, Ed.
Good morning, Ed. How are you? Yeah, guys, so if you know what that number one struggle is that most network marketers face, drop it in there.
Oh, I see it. Carla nailed it.
Carla nailed it. Leads. Well, we are going to show you exactly what we teach our team, exactly how we teach our team to find leads on social media, and then how to plug them into a system where they actually can take them on this journey where they're going to be able to really reach out to you and say, hey, I want in, before you even need to ask them. Yes, Ed, qualified prospects. That's exactly right. And so it really comes down to, not only finding the people, finding people for your business, because you don't want to be just adding anybody, but actually finding quality people to be adding to your business. So love it. Asking their prospects to join them or their products. I'm not sure what Donna means by that. All right. Well, we're going to just jump in here, guys. And if you could, again, if you are just joining us, drop in where you're joining us from. And if you're watching the replay, drop us a hashtag replay. Good morning. Oh, good morning, Kathy. How are you? Perfect. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We're going to go ahead and start this off. All right. Well, obviously, guys, you're here with social networking professionals. And today we're going to talk about, really, are your social media posts attracting qualified prospects?
So our mission is to help you create an endless flow of leads with your social media posts and get them to say yes to your business. Now, imagine this. There were days before I understood all this that I would post and pray on social media. I tried everything and no one reached out. So imagine having posts where people actually reach out for more information.
Yeah, it's so nice not to post and pray anymore. I gotta say, that was horrible, like really horrible. So I think people are agreeing because we're getting lots of hearts on that one. So guys, in case we haven't met, I am Trish Rosera. This is Ruth Sheridan, and we've been in network marketing for a combined 25 plus years. We build entirely online using attraction marketing. We are both double comma marketing coaches. We feel mentally and physically on fire. And I got to tell you, just working with our team, Ruth, right? Like this, it just gets so exciting. Like every day I'm like, seriously, I love what I do. Love everything about it. We are both girl moms. And in the past 3 years, we have coached well over 3,000 struggling network marketers. Think about that, guys, 3,000. And there are millions of people who are in this industry. So we're really just touching a fraction of those people. There's so many more people who need help in this industry. We are both six-figure income earners, and we are passionate about helping people achieve their dreams, whatever that is that may be.
The cool thing, Trish, about coaching so many network marketers is we got the real lay of the land in the network marketing industry. And a lot of times we hear a lot of fluff, but we saw what was really happening out there, really happening in the industry and on the ground and in the streets, and really got a flavor for what the real struggles are that people are experiencing. And many of them were the same struggles we had in the beginning.
No, you're so correct, Ruth, because I mean, the same things. And it's interesting, like you said, is that people would say it over and over. You almost could predict what they're going to say to you. And I love it because it gave us the market research, because we knew exactly what problems we needed to be solving when putting our whole system together.
So we got some great comments here. Amy says, my fear of posting in groups is almost gone. I need to learn programs and how to sit down, prepare, and schedule posts. It's awesome, Amy. So here's what we're going to cover today, guys. Learn how and what to post so you can have an endless flow of leads in your business. Secret number 1 we're going to talk about is where to find your prospects. Secret number 2 is how to master your message. It's one thing to know where the prospects are, but another thing to know how to master the message. And secret number 3, how to maximize your engagement.
All right. So guys, you might be wondering, why does this matter, right? Like, why are these things important? Well, let me just ask you a few questions here. Are you sick of dragging people across the finish line, right? I know I was, because I was finding people, before learning how to do this the right way, that are like, oh, I'll join you. And then they would disappear, or they'd be excited for like 2 minutes. And then I was always trying to motivate. And that's another thing I hear from people, how to keep my team motivated. Well, when you attract the right people, that's no longer what you need to be focusing on. Are you attracting people who are high maintenance? I think we've all had those. And it's funny because I know every once in a while, we still get a few of those who will get on calls. And it's apparent really fast that even the person, the team member that we might be helping out, they're like, yeah, we don't want them. I'm like, no, we don't. Like it's going to allow you to be choosy on who joins your team. And don't you want that? Because you really want to be partnered with the best, not with someone who kind of wants to do it, but not really wants to do it. Like, we don't need those types of people. And if people aren't engaging on your posts or within Messenger, then you're not connecting with people, right? And that is so important in this industry. It's all about building those relationships. And so you have to learn how to get people to be engaging. And we're going to show you just that today. If you're not consistently connecting with people, then you're not selling. Now, honestly, you hear all the time, oh, it's sharing, it's not selling. Guys, at the end of the day, you have to get a sale, right? Whether it be for products or whether it be for people to join you in your business, you have to get a sale. We are in sales. And so if you're not connecting with people and not expanding your list, you're never going to be able to grow your business. So what would it feel like to attract go-getters, right? What would it feel like to actually have those people who want to build a business, who want to lock arms with you, who want to run with you? Tell me if you're excited about that. Drop me a go-getter below. Okay. What would it feel like to have people reaching out to you on your posts? And I know we've got some great testimonials of people on our team who, before they joined us, this never happened, right? This never happened. And now they're taking screenshots almost daily of people who are reaching out to them on their posts. It's a game changer, guys, a true game changer. And what would it feel like to be able to build a tribe of like-minded people in your business, right? More people like you, people who get it, right? People who you don't have to feel like you're convincing, people who just want to run and succeed and have fun with it. And I can tell you that's exactly what we've built. And it is so much fun. And I can promise you this is going to be what you want in your business. So guys, if you agree with this and this is what you're looking for, drop us a great big yes in the comments below.
And funny story, Trish, and if you've been following us for a while, guys, you may have heard this story. So I'm going to tell it quick. When I started in network marketing, I was a gym owner at the time. And my first year, I recruited 400 people. I like rose to the top. And these people were a lot of my gym members who were coming in wanting the big discount, right? I thought I had it made, and I tried to convince them all to do the business. By the next year, I had 12 left. That was it. So when you're not working with the right people, they're not going to do the work, right? But when you're attracting the right people, it's so much more fun. You're not attracting people.
It is so much more fun. Oh my gosh.
So secret number one, where to find your prospects. We're going to dive into that. So some of the places that you can find prospects is in Facebook groups. So the first thing you got to know is who is the ideal prospect that you're going after? What problems do you solve for that person, right? It could be a product user kind of person, or it could be an entrepreneurial kind of person that you're trying to attract to your business, right? So, personally, I've focused on those entrepreneurs, and I've gone out into groups that were relevant to that person. So it can work on both sides, right? So finding those Facebook groups where people, the right kind of people hang out. Now, there's literally millions and millions of Facebook groups out there, and some of them are good and some of them are not so good. So certainly in our industry, in the network marketing MLM industry, there's some great ones that people engage with, that have quality posts, that you can actually find good quality prospects. And there's some not so good ones that really are those sort of kind of spammy post your opportunity groups that really people just post and nothing happens in those groups. So you want to test out different groups to see where you're going to get some engagement from people. One of the things I did back in the very beginning, I was with a health and wellness company, and I joined, we had weight loss and athletic kind of nutrition products. And I joined a lot of running groups because I was a runner. And I would ask questions in those groups, like, what kind of shoes do you guys recommend? What kind of running attire do you, or where do you run? Like lots of questions to get engagement, so I could start having real conversations with people. And I sold a lot of product that way, and actually recruited a couple of people that way. So Facebook groups are amazing. The next place is Facebook, Instagram targeting. So on Instagram, we can actually target people with certain types of content. We can do it through advertising. We can do it by liking and following certain people who have the right kind of demographic that we're looking for, and creating conversations. And we can also use hashtags. So hashtags, I'm not going to get into a huge training here. It's primarily used well on Instagram, but by using the right kind of hashtag, when people search for that hashtag, they can find you and your posts and your bio and all of those types of things. So there's lots of ways to find prospects. There's lots of organic ways, like the ways we've described here, but there's lots of paid ways as well, which is an entirely different skill for a different training. But there's some great, very specific targeting you can do with Facebook ads.
Absolutely. So we're going to dive into each of these just a little more as well for you. So first of all, Facebook groups, like Ruth was saying, first of all, you have to know who it is that you're targeting, right? But when you do Facebook groups, you can do your research to see where your prospect is hanging out. Just like Ruth was saying, find common interests with people, find places where, think about what problem your products solve, and be finding groups where those types of people are going to be hanging out. What groups align with your mission or your purpose, right? What is it that you do? What is it that you're looking for? Because a lot of times, if you can find what your interests are, when you go to those groups, you're going to find other people, obviously, who are thinking the same way as you. And what you want to be doing is focusing on picking 1 to 2 groups and commit to being a member of the community, right? And this is important because so many times people go out and just join 100 groups so that they can go and spam a post. That's not what we want you guys doing, all right? We want you to pick just a couple of groups and commit to being a member of that community by providing value, by making new connections in that group, right? But not selling in that group. Do not sell in that group. But by by providing value and by getting some of these new connections, you're going to be able to start adding 2 to 3 new friends a day out of these groups. You're going to start getting people to follow you. And these are things, when we talk about this with our team, we give our team different posts that they can be using so that when they go into these groups, they've already got something valuable to be posting. And it's nothing spammy about our company or our products. It's something that's actually going to create conversation that other people are interested in. And then it allows them to be able to have people to converse with. But it's also important to be going into those groups and commenting on other people's posts. Again, providing value, making those connections.
And that last point, guys, is super important because if you post consistently in a group with valuable content, with engaging content, with helpful content, people are going to start to recognize you, right? They're going to start to recognize your picture, the way you write, your name. And before you know it, you're going to be getting friend requests out of that group from qualified prospects that maybe you didn't have to send the friend request, right? Or you didn't have to create the engagement because you're starting to create some influence in that group. So super important to pick 1 or 2. You can't do it in 50 groups because you'll never get any traction posting once a week.
Oh, exactly.
So targeting is really a paid strategy, and really it's really about finding and honing in on your ideal business prospect. So you've got to know a lot about who you want to attract so you can narrow down your targeting. Okay. And narrowing down means niching down. Is that person, in their 20s or their 30s, or are they 45 years old? Or are they 60 years old? Where do they live? Are they male or female? Are they married? Do they have kids? Knowing all of those things is going to help you select your targeting in a really niche down way. That's important because we want people who are the right people seeing the message. The message needs to really resonate with that person. So, if you're targeting someone who's 50, but you're delivering the ad in front of, people who are in their 20s, then you're not going to get a whole lot of good response. So you've got to really niche down and get very, very specific. You can actually build your community, like a Facebook community, a Facebook group, a Facebook page, by targeting people and having them follow you. That can be a likes ad, or it can be an engagement ad where you later invite to a place. And generally, your ad spend is anywhere from $2 to $5 a day to build that community. Now, the beauty of it is it's highly targeted and it's automated so that you don't have to do all of the work yourself. Right? It takes work posting in groups and having conversations and inviting and sending friend requests and having messenger conversations, right? And it's all worthwhile, but that can be automated so it can free you up to do some other things in your business that you might not get to, right? Engaging in communities and events to make new connections, again, super important to do that. And really, you can deliver ads in front of different places, right? You can deliver them through Messenger. You can deliver them on the sidebar of groups. You can deliver them in all different places. So you can get very targeted where your ads are seen. This is something that we teach our team. We do not teach it right out of the bat because it's a highly developed skill. I mean, it took Trish and I a lot of dollars of mentorship spent and a lot of time spent learning this highly developed skill. We do teach it to our team, but not until they get to the scale phase of their business, right? So there's some foundational things that have to happen with your brand online, with your social media postings. There's some things you need to learn. And then once you get to the scale phase, when you're massively scaling your business, that's the time to start running paid ads and learning this skill.
Yeah, and I love that, Ruth. That last part is so important, guys, because we do not recommend this paid strategy, like she said, to just anyone. This is really for people who have those foundational skills, who are in that scale phase, and really who are all in, right? You have to be all in. This isn't something you just dabble with, but it is a very effective way to go out and find that perfect prospect on social media. So hashtags, this is definitely more of an Instagram thing, but I don't know how many of you are using Facebook, how many use Instagram, right? People are on different platforms, but the great thing is all of these concepts, right, can be used to go out and find your perfect prospect. And again, when you're looking for people, to build a business with, you want a way to be able to target them a little better so that you're getting qualified people into your business. And this is something, that we are teaching as well, but researching the hashtags for your ideal prospects, right? So it's more about who, or which hashtag does your ideal prospect follow, right? It's not so much about just you here, but you can be doing it in different ways because similar to groups, some of your interests might be where some of, these other people that you want to find are also hanging out. But truly a hashtag is where your ideal prospect or what they're following. And that's what you're going to be using them for. So you're trying to attract them to you by using certain hashtags. Your post can be seen by thousands of people by using hashtags, even if you have a small following. That's something that's really, really cool because the people who are following those hashtags are going to be able to see your post. So if you're following different groups who have hundreds of thousands of people, by using that hashtag, they're going to be able to see your content, which is really awesome. And you can use up to 30 hashtags on each post to amplify your reach with that. So it's a great thing. We've done some training on Instagram here. It's definitely something we're doing more so with a lot of our team members who are wanting to build on that platform. But it is definitely a great platform, a different niche of people in a way who hang out there. So another great way to really find those perfect prospects.
So secret number 2, we've talked about the leads and getting seen and having people find us. Secret number 2 is mastering your message so that you can actually connect with your perfect prospect. So basically speaking their language.
And before we dive into this next one here, just if you guys are using Instagram, drop us an IG below just so we can see who is using it.
So old school network marketing teaches relationships, right? Yet when it comes to social media, everyone's trying to sell on their first date. And Trish, I've been spending quite a bit of time these last few weeks over on Instagram, just really checking out what other network marketers are doing. And I see so many Instagram accounts that all they are pictures of products. Yep. And I got to look at them going, geez, I feel so bad for that person because I know they're not getting traction. I know it. So you can't get married on the first date, just like you can't sell on the first date. You have to give value. You have to become that valuable research that valuable sort of resource that people will come back to find things out, right? Because people are searching for answers to their problems. So just posting a product picture is not solving anyone's problem. In fact, it looks kind of spammy and salesy, and people will scroll right on by. The best way to find out about how you might help someone is ask questions. Get really good at asking questions. And one of the things that we do, that we share with our team, is the questions that we've learned to ask over the years as master sales coaches. And in asking questions, the sales come easy because you're able to really identify what is the problem that you're solving and how does your product or your opportunity fill that gap between where the person is today and where they want to be, whether it's in their lives, in their health, in their business, whatever it is. The gap filler becomes either your product or your business, right? But you'll never know that. You'll never know that until you ask a lot of questions. So we actually teach our team through a document and a series of questions how they can walk people through a conversation on Zoom and really have the person pretty much self-close themselves. So asking questions is key, guys. Caring, okay? Caring more about your prospect and helping them than caring about the sale. And yes, we care about the sale because we're building businesses. But if we don't care about our prospects first, the sale will never come. It will never come. So that means becoming a good listener. When you're asking your questions, you have to be so in tune and so connected with your prospect that you can feel what they're saying. And when you're that in tune, then the sale becomes easy, right? So care, build relationships. Relationship building takes time, and it doesn't happen on the first date. It takes time to show that you care, have conversations, and then invite, right? Don't offer a solution until you're clear on what the prospect's problem is. So you may think you know what their problem is, but you never really know until you ask enough questions. So you could, and I used to do this in the beginning before I understood all this. I used to think I knew what the person wanted. Then I would verbal vomit all the things that I thought they needed to hear. And then they would go, no, I'm not interested. Because I was telling the wrong thing, right? I was showing them the wrong thing. I was solving the wrong problem. So I didn't even know what their problem was. So you've got to really understand the problem before you provide a solution. Otherwise, you're wasting your breath. Power posts, okay? Power posts do not include copy-paste messages or posting pictures of your products. They don't work, okay? That is not a power post. We teach and give our team power posts. So they're stories, they're powerful stories that people connect to emotionally, and it's emotion that causes people to take action. A picture of a product does not cause people to take action. Emotion does. So
no, it repels them.
Yeah.
Awesome. Guys, if this is making sense with you, drop us a thumbs up below. Drop us a thumbs up. So why is all this important, right? Why are we sharing some of these crazy things with you? Well, have you ever had a conversation with someone and just felt like that you felt this connection and thought this person gets me, right? Well, because that's what's going to happen if you're putting out the right post on social media. That's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to, you'll read this post and all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, this person is talking to me. Well, you need people to do that same exact thing with you, because wouldn't you agree that when this happens, it feels like instant trust, right? It really felt like instant trust when you saw a post like this. And here's the thing, people are more likely to buy from you when they feel connection, trust, and like you, just get that person, right? So how many of you, in fact, it's interesting, this is how Ruth and I met online. We met, her posts, I don't know, there was something she posted, I reached out, we started conversing back, we ended up figuring out we had tons and tons of stuff in common. I had never met her, right? She lived in Toronto, I lived in North Carolina, but we stayed in touch, and who knew that later down the road it would turn out to us doing business together, right? You just never know. And you can accomplish this on social media when you master your message. And that's what we're really going to be diving into here.
So how do you master your message? So we create what we call a PDL map. Okay. So the PDL map is pains, desires, and language. And we're going to dive into each of these.
So if this is making sense, guys, drop us a PDL in the comments on there, right? If this is going to resonate with you. So when we talk about the pains, we want to know, what pains does your prospect have, right? Now, we know when talking to a lot of network marketers, one of the pains they have is a lack of a good lead, right? They're not finding the leads that they're looking for. If it's a product issue, it could be something totally different. But what pain is it? What's their struggle? What is it that they're looking for, right? What's holding them back from getting where they want to go? Which leads into the desire. Because with the desire, you've got to think about, what is it that they desire? What is it they want out of their business? What are they dreaming about, right? What would they do? What would they do just about anything to achieve, right? Like, I know when you find people who really want to do it in this business, like, they're like, I will go over, under, around, and through. I'll do whatever it takes, right? Well, what is it, that they would do anything for? What is it that they really, really want to achieve or desire? And these things are important when you're really trying to talk specifically to your prospect, when you want your post to really speak their language. And that leads us to the L, which is language. So what language does your person use? Because if you're talking to a network marketer, they're going to talk a very different language than someone who's in corporate America, right? So is their desire that they want to leave corporate and have a business of their own? These are the things you have to think about and find out. And then you have to think about, what language do you use, right? Because you want to make sure, one, that you're being authentic and genuine, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you're speaking your prospect's language, because language is a massive part of how we connect.
I love that language piece, Trish, because think about it. If you guys are talking to network marketers, you don't even need to say network marketing. You need to say some of the weird terms we have in the industry, like upline and downline and crossline. And all those are very, very unique to network marketing. And every single field has its own set of sayings. Like corporate America is like water cooler talk. Like, I remember water cooler talk. So, think about what language you're speaking and what language your potential prospect on social media would identify with.
All right.
So here's some examples. A mom in her 30s who is into holistic health but wants to up level. She drinks green juice, bulletproof coffee, takes supplements, but still struggles with weight loss, energy, and focus. Okay, so that's one example. Another example would be a woman in her 50s who's going through menopause. She's going to speak a very different language and have very, very different set of sort of challenges. So she does every fad diet, eats no fat, low calorie, high fat over the years, wants to be healthy and live long, struggles with weight loss, focus, and energy. So very, very different sort of words we use, different things we talk about, different problems we solve when we're speaking to specific people. Now, if you're speaking to that woman in her 50s, the mom in her 30s is likely not going to resonate with the message, right? She's not going to resonate with the post because those aren't the things that she typically struggles with.
But think about this too, guys, is you can be, depending on where you're at, right? Because if you're someone in your 30s, you probably have these same struggles as the person in the 30s. Or if you're the one, in her 50s, you're going to potentially have these same struggles. But when you think about these things, it goes back to that pain, desire, and language, right? What's their pain, right? The pain here is they're struggling with weight. I mean, if you think about it, in the end, they've got the same pain, but there's different things that are causing it. So they're struggling with weight loss, energy, and focus. So again, when you're thinking about your products and the problems that they're going to solve, it can be used for both, but you need to go hang out where your perfect prospect is. You need to be speaking the language your perfect prospect is struggling with. So obviously, if you're in your 30s, your language, you're going to have a hard time probably talking to those people in the 50s because you're not going to have that same exact story. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. If you guys can relate, right, drop a relate below if this is making sense.
So I like this. Oh my God, that's me with the bulletproof coffee. That's Amy and stuff. 30s and 50s and now running into 60s. I hear you, Amy. So when you're delivering your message on social media, think about the person that you're talking to, right? And what specifically they're struggling with. We're getting some relates here. That's awesome.
Yay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So it's all coming down to speaking that prospect's language, right? Again, really diving into that L piece, because that's what's going to get you to really have this person communicating with you, talking with you, what's ultimately going to get you to have the sale. Because if you speak the prospect's language, you never have to ask someone to join you or buy from you again, truly, because they're going to be asking you. And especially if you follow the system that we have in place for our team, it's going to put them in a place where you're going to be able to connect, you're going to be able to get them where they can evaluate, and they're going to be reaching out to you. So we teach you not only how to find that perfect prospect for your team, but then how to take them through the process so that they're going to want to join you.
So secret number 3 is maximizing your engagement. So why does this matter? When people engage with your posts, it tells the Facebook algorithm that people like your content. Now, that's super important because that tells Facebook that they should keep delivering more and more of your content because people are liking it. So engagement is important. If you get people engaging with your posts, they're more likely to see future posts and send you a Facebook message, right? And which is really what you want, because we want to be moving people from posts into messenger conversations. It's almost like meeting someone out in the public and getting to know them a little bit and then inviting them into your living room to have a more personal conversation. That's what messenger is. When people engage, it shows that your content is resonating with your audience. So engagement really shows when you watch your engagement and you watch your engagement increase, it should be a clue that you're posting the right stuff. So evaluating your posts, guys, is really important. Find out what's resonating with your audience. What gets the engagement? What do people like? What types of posts do they like, right? Is your avatar or the person you intend on attracting responding? You've got to evaluate what you're doing because, like they say, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again that isn't working, then it's going to continue not to work, right? So evaluating. If people aren't engaging on your posts or within Messenger, then you're not connecting with people, right? So you've got to, again, evaluate what might you do differently to those posts to create that engagement, to create that interaction so that eventually you can invite them into your living room, which is Messenger. If you're not consistently connecting with people, then you're not going to be able to sell. It just won't happen. So consistency is key, right? Even if you're just getting started and you're testing out posts and you're only getting a little bit of engagement, that doesn't mean it's time to give up and that it'll never work. You've got to keep posting, keep trying things so that you gain momentum, right? Because it's the consistency that will allow people to start trusting you. When you show up consistently and dependably, they'll go, oh, that person is serious about their business. If I go visit their profile or their page, there's going to be something there for me to look at. So consistency is key.
So guys, if this is making sense so far, drop us an engage below, all right? Engage. All right, so 4 types of posts that you should be using. One is engagement posts, and that's the one we're going to actually dive into pretty heavily here in just a minute. The other is freebie posts, right? Maybe just some free offers that you are putting out there. An invite post, maybe you're inviting someone to an event or into a group or into a chat, right? It could be multiple things that you're inviting people to. And one is just an FAQ post, right? Answering questions that you know you get all the time, right? Those frequently asked questions, getting things out there, again, that are going to create engagement with other people, but also that are valuable to other people.
So today we're going to be focusing on engagement posts. So each type of post serves a different purpose, okay? Engagement posts are really meant to boost engagement. So engagement means people leaving emojis or comments or thumbs up. They're a great way to get people in your current network to start interacting with you. It's like the initial handshake, the initial conversation. So that's what we're going to really be focusing today.
All right. So asking questions, right? This is something that it's easy to get engagement if you ask a question. So your question, it should be easy, it should be fun or meaningful to answer, and it should align with your message, right? So this can be on your personal page, a business page, or your story. I like to do these, well, actually we do them everywhere. We do them in groups, but they're definitely things that are going to get people to come out of the woodwork. You know, people who you didn't even know were following you are likely going to start engaging and commenting on your post if you do it the right way. So here are just some examples. We've got one here that says, opening a can of worms here. True or false, network marketing helps you become a better person. Well, 72 comments on this. And I would love to go back to that to see, you know, what they are, because I'm sure there was a lot that went both ways on this one. Here's another one. And as you can see, guys, these can be very random, but it's also to get people to come out, because interestingly, you know, back on the first one here, you know, some people really believe in network marketing, some don't. So it's interesting to kind of see who's interested, who's not. Here, are you an introvert or an extrovert? Well, we all know that it doesn't matter which you are, you can do this business. But a lot of us who love to build online, we're really introverts. Even though we get out there in front of people here where people can't believe that we're introverts, we are. And so again, knowing where people are at, it answers a question, but it also creates engagement. And this is one I did not long ago, really just for fun. I truly wanted engagement, but it's pretty true. Like in our house. In fact, my daughter commented, this was really funny. But laundry, washing 30 minutes, drying 60 minutes, putting away 7 to 10 business days. Now, I find that funny because years ago, I was on it. I had stuff put away immediately. These days, stuff lives in my laundry basket. It doesn't even get folded right away, let alone get put away right away. Typically, what happens if I've got a trip, then all of a sudden I'm prompted to get all my stuff put away. So it's pretty funny. But as you can see, 74 comments and 15 shares on this, and then 172 reactions, right? So, but this served the exact purpose I wanted. It was fun. It was light. It was back when everybody was posting a lot of stuff about the election. Like, just wanted something totally different that people could relate to. So guys, if you're understanding these posts, just drop us a big smiley face in the comments.
So guys, here's the thing. A lot of this can feel overwhelming when you get started. Brand building, what to post, all these different kinds of posts, engagement, algorithms. I remember when I started in the online space, I literally felt like my head was going to explode because there was just so much. So our SNP training system, we like to keep it simple because complex things become overwhelming. When things are simple and there's a roadmap and it's easily laid out step by step, we can take those little bite-sized steps and actually get to our goal, right? Whereas when we're feeling overwhelmed with too much and too much confusion, we get stalled out. So in our SNP training system, we first of all nail your niche. So build your tribe of perfect prospects, right? Because we need that tribe of followers, that tribe of perfect prospects to start engaging and interacting with. We help people master their message. So speaking your prospects' perfect language so that when they see your posts and they hear your stories and they listen to your lives or whatever kind of content you're sharing, they go, oh my gosh, I feel like she's talking to me, or I feel like he knows me, right? The next one is creating content that sells. So the first two are warming up that cold audience. The third phase is creating content that sells. So maximizing engagement and sales with high quality posts, because we can sell on social media, believe it or not, without posting pictures of our products. And that's a skill in itself to be mastered, right? But a very, very powerful skill. And then lastly, duplication. So can this be duplicated? Because we don't want to be a one-man team. Drop me a me in the comments if you don't want to be a one-man team. In my first network marketing opportunity, when those 400 people left, I was a one-man team, and that was not going to lead me to the lifestyle I have now. So it's got to duplicate. You have to be able to plug your team into a proven system for social media success. And if you don't have one, then you absolutely need one. Otherwise, you're going to be constantly chasing your tail.
And Ruth, I love how you went through all this, because it's so true. And guys, when we talk about the S&P training system, I want you to know this is our team training system, right? This is what we teach our team, the people who actually are in our network marketing company with us. And what I love is we've got so many people who are able to go through this. People like, I just have to brag a little bit. I hope it's okay. I'm going to ask your permission to brag just a little bit, but we've got people who've only been in with our team just a few months now, who have mastered this, who I have rank advanced multiple times, who are bringing in team members that they've never met before, who've never tried our products, with full, like, big packages, right? With never even meeting them. And not only that, but they're earning trips. We just had, I think we're going to have 6 or 7 trip earners of people who just got started with us, all from this system of where we teach people how to go out and start getting the leads and generating those leads, all the way to the end where they bring them in and we plug them into our training. So I'm so excited for this.
And the two really important things, guys, is it's simple. It has to be simple. And there are a lot of training systems out there that don't teach simple things like Facebook advertising, complex funnels, all that kind of stuff is complex and does not duplicate. It does not duplicate right off the bat. People have to be way down in their journey before they start seeing success in some of those more complex skills. So simplicity and duplication, where someone brand new with no skill on social media can take a whole training, a whole bunch of done for you posts and content and stories, and start sharing those things and showing up as a powerful brand and an influencer, and within weeks start attracting leads, making sales. And I just got off the phone, off a Zoom call with one of our leaders. She rank advanced 5 times in her first 3 weeks, which is astounding, because she had been in network marketing a long time without that kind of success, because she was never able to attract leaders. She was attracting those people like I did in the beginning, those 400 people.
I love that. Guys, if you are looking for results like we've just shared with you, drop us the results below. So here are just a few of our testimonials that people gave us, within their first 20 days. You want to build online. You really want to meet these 2 ladies who are now teaching the rest of us how to do it. The training provided with the SMP has helped me in so many ways. I've gained confidence, focus, and clarity around what I need to do. You know, professionals that show you how to create success with social media to market your business. And, you know, they just go on, and those are just a handful. We get them every single day. Oops. Can I go to the next screen? There we go.
So how to join us and get access to our training systems. Basically, you can join us now. Join us now. And if you're in a place where you are stuck, you're frustrated, your business isn't growing, you have dreams, but there's a big gap between where you are today and that dream life that you've envisioned for yourself. Maybe it's quitting your corporate job like me. Maybe it's, repaying debt. Maybe debt's keeping you awake at night. Maybe it's taking trips with your family. Maybe it's staying home with your kids. Wherever you find yourself in your dreams, you have to get real with yourself and ask yourself the question, where am I at today? Truthfully, in my business, where do I want to be in my life? And what is that gap? What is missing? What is missing? For me, it was skill. I was missing skill. So you may find yourself in a place where you love your company and your products, and you're frustrated and you're stuck in your business and you're really just not getting anywhere, right? We would love to help you change that. And right now you can actually take a test drive with us. It's just a test drive where you can discover what we call secret. That's our network marketing opportunity. Now remember, we have our network marketing opportunity and we layer on top of it our social media success system, so that not only are you getting an amazing company, but you're going to get access to us and our courses and our mentorship and our done for you system and our team duplication system just for $29 to test drive it. You basically come in, test drive it, have a look around, have a strategy call with us, take a look at the company. You've got 7 weeks to decide if it's going to be right for you. Okay. And then with that $100 free product credit that comes with the $29, we want to get you started either with our Mission 1, Mission 2, or Mission 3, or have it all packs, so that you can actually start experiencing some of these products and get excited about it, right? So have a look around, see if you like it, get excited, and then join us. So drop a join now or I'm in the comments below if you're ready to really take charge of your business and take charge of the shift that's really required to get you from where you are today to where you want to be in that dream life that you've created for yourself. We would love to help you and mentor you the same way we did with many of our team members who have since April earned trips, rank advance. I mean, Trish, I've lost track of the rank advancements on our team.
Me too. I have two. I just know it's over 100 at this point. And I'm really excited about that. And what I love too, I just want to share with you, every single person who earned the trip for this year, and actually there could still be more because it doesn't end until Monday, they are new to our team and they've never earned anything like this in network marketing before. Never. Like, have never had these results. So I'm so excited about that because it just, like, it truly just warms my heart. Like, I can't even, and we've not even met these people either. Let me just add that. We've never met them, right? These are people who join us online. We found them online the exact same way that we teach them and the exact same way we're teaching you here. We just dive a lot deeper with our team when it gets to the training. We dive a lot deeper into that how-to piece with them on our weekly trainings so that they really get all their questions answered and know exactly, what to go out and post, because we also give them done for you posts to go out to attract these new leads to their business. And I know, oh, go ahead, Ruth.
I think, Trish, that whole duplicatable system that we've created is what's allowed people in a very, very short time to create these kind of results. So we've been at this since April of 2020. And with people earning trips and the multiple rank advancements and people earning good checks, I think it's because of that system. People can hit the ground running right away with the content we give them and the training we give them, instead of trying to do some training and figure it out on their own. So it's those immediate results that we want people to have, because that's what gets people excited and paid and staying in the game long enough.
And I think, guys, the most important thing at this point is to just ask yourself, if you're someone who's been struggling, if you're in another company, how much longer are you willing to struggle, right? How much longer are you willing to get no results? Because, we meet people who they've been in companies for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years or more, never getting results. Like, what is keeping you there, right? It's okay to be a loyal person, but if you're not getting the results you're looking for, you need to make a change, right? Because at the end of the day, it's about achieving your goals and dreams. And if you're not able to do that where you are, then I don't understand the purpose.
So a lot of times I think, Trish, people really love their products, right? They fall in love with the products of their company and then become loyal and don't ever want to leave because of that. And loving your products is a wonderful thing. I love the products we have at Secret. Yeah. I still love the products from that very first network marketing company I was in, and I still buy them today. I still buy some of them. And I'm a loyal product user, but was their training system going to lead me to the promised land where I could leave corporate forever and live the life I have now? No, it wasn't. So you have to really ask yourself, what's important to you? And if your dreams and those things that you wrote down in your diary, in your quietest moments, in terms of what you wanted in your life, if that's what you really want and you're not getting there, then now's the time, right? We're heading into a new year. We've got about a month and a half left of this year. Get the training now, get up to speed, start getting some traction in your business so 2021 can look different for you.
100%. Love it. Love it. Love it. Well, guys, we want to thank you so much for spending time with us today, and love all the comments. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. And we will be back. We'll see you here again next week. Bye for now.
Awesome day, guys. See you, Trish.
Bye.